Hey guys, welcome back to my Anonymous Code Let's Play. Last time we just saved a plane from crashing. We completed the quest from Cicada 3307. And now the police force or cyber force dolls are trying to take Momo back into custody with them, or they're trying to protect Momo. And we're about to see what happens next. Okay, let's see.
Please, come with us.
The CFD were serious about this. But Momo only shook her head.
I can't. There are some things I must do. But your life's in danger. I'm well aware of that. I'm sorry.
Oh.
You don't have to apologize. Should we give her our contact info?
That seems like a good idea.
Let's do that. Here, we'll send them over so you put us in your contact list. You can talk to us anytime, and we'll help if something happens.
Aw, they're so nice. Momo bowed her head apologetically. I'm sure they understand. They're not forcing her to go with them. Sunlight leaked through the curtains. Wow, what is this science-y board? Or is this a projection? Because there's these things. The equations written on the large tablet on the wall shone red in the evening sun. This was the Victor Condria University's Institute of Mathematics in California. And since PST was 17 hours behind JST, the hijack happened sometime in the evening here. Why are we in California now?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Is this actually happening? The chances
What?
of completing this one were the lowest yet, but someone actually did it?
Who is this? Oh, this is 4chan. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, how does this real user know his real name is Polon Takaoka? Oh, well, they're hackers, of course. You know. Liddy Kumar, sorry I butchered that name, a mathematician of the Institute, abandoned her equations and expanded a sub-window on the corner of her tablet screen. 4chan's hacking board /hack/ was displayed. It was being flooded by new posts. Oh my god, them realizing this.
That's how the quest was solved. It's ingenious to the point of absurdity. What's with you, Polon? You're too good. If this is all real, you're a wizard who rivals Ramanujan. You must have received a revelation from Namagiri herself.
Who are these people? Jeez. Alright. I already can't pronounce this name. Srinivasa Ramanujan Iyengar. 1887 to 1920 was an Indian mathematician whose genius in the field was sometimes described as wizardry. Okay, just like hackers. He claimed that the extensive mathematical knowledge he displays was revealed to him by his family goddess Namagiri Thayar. I'm sorry, I'm butchering these names. He was invited to the prestigious Cambridge University and several years later became a member of the Fellowship of the Royal Society, putting him in the same group as Isaac Newton and Albert Einstein. His life was also the subject of a biographical film. Huh, interesting. I wonder how she's gonna play this
So he
story.
lives in Nakano, huh? Maybe Tengen knows something about him.
She's not Tengen? Hey, that man got connections everywhere.
So wait, does this mean that your meeting with Isaki was fated? Huh?
Wynn walked up and asked that as soon as we got back. He was obviously hyped.
You met by chance. That's
Everybody
a way
tried
bigger
to
deal than
contact
eloping
him.
with a girl, right?
I'd say they were about equal.
Oh my god. Nah, not the classmate from high school messaging him. Now you want to talk to Polon after he's famous? I I'd say they're about
A
equal.
love that started with a lie. That's some movie shit right there. It's gotta be real 100% fate, I tell ya.
Sure.
All these job offers, pull on, you never have to worry about paying your debts again, man. Whew. My vision was suddenly flooded with messages, so I ended the conversation with a win. Oh my god, imagine like seeing like through your eyes like all these messages. I would be so
What
overwhelmed.
the hell?
This was way too many.
I don't go to any high school and I'm not your friend, damn it.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I was like, what?
Got some
And
messages,
he doesn't
huh?
even go to the high school. Okay, so
The Nakano Symphony's commissions page is being flooded too.
Huh?
it's
Well, you've been doxxed on 4chan. Huh?
he shared some posts with me showing my name, address, and ways to contact me. Hey, that's creepy. What the frick? Paula lives alone? Oh no, what ideas are you people having? Who can afford? Yes, yeah, same. I was the first ever person to complete one of Cicada's quests. The hackers of the world must have been desperate to find and expose
Wait.
me. Feeling anxious, I connected to the IoT at my place. Just as I thought, my intercom camera showed a bunch of hacker-looking dudes hanging out. The sprinkler in the garden sent something too. Man, what a bunch of fuckers. This was why I hated hackers.
Guess I'm living at Symphony for now.
That sucks, man. You can't even go home. Like, what if they just barge in? Luckily, this place was rented in the owner's name, not mine.
Oh,
But...
my donuts.
Oh, that's what you worry about. You can get more. My IoT fridge said that I still had caramel, double chocolate, and cinnamon sugar donuts stocked. Oh, I feel bad for the donuts, so never mind. Pula has valid. It was a real downer to think that they'd be moldy by the time that things would calm down enough for me to go home.
Man, life ain't easy for a top quest ranker, huh?
The rankings got updated?
What? You didn't check them? You're 9th, man! All the way up from 9,487!
Oh, shoot! Wait, he's not first? Okay, I guess because, like, even though he solved the quest, right? Like, I think they're doing cumulative. So in the past, he didn't do that much. So, understand.
I'm not in first! But I'm the first person to actually complete a quest!
But you didn't have much of a presence. You're not much of a quest contributor if you don't actively share the info you get.
Oh,
That
interesting.
makes no sense.
Well, I didn't care much about rankings anyways. Says the guy who asked why he wasn't first. Grass had gone up 100 spots, while wind had fallen a few. What?
Did Cicada contact you yet?
No?
I checked the messages with Cicada 3301 on them, but none of them looked like the real deal.
Well, whatever. We can wait.
There was no way he'd ignore someone who completed a quest. Momo looked kind of down though. She must have been worried. The goal was to save the world, and she believed that Cicada was its savior. It was no surprise she was upset that our efforts weren't paying off. Yeah, I wonder how long it's gonna take for Cicada to get back to us. But like, I had something to say. Shit, I had no idea how to cheer girls up. Oh, hold on.
Hey,
Get
Momo.
good.
Wait, what? Is this real?
Excuse me?
Is that real?
Oh, sorry about that. I got a message.
Speak of the devil.
From Cicada? What does it say?
Is it Cicada?
I'll share it.
Surprised by the sudden change in Momo, I sent the message to everyone here. It's like, never mind, I don't have to work on making
What?
girls feel better
Cicada?
anymore.
Is this actually him?
Maybe. If we could actually prove it. He has no official contact address or anything.
Oh, right.
Prove?
How would Cicada prove this was him?
Look at this.
Did you post it on Hack?
That was what I thought at first, but the poster was...
A Cicada post, and it's seconds old.
The poster's IP address is the same as the one used for the high hack, which means
The one who just messaged me is the real Cicada.
Whoa! Whoa! Holy shit! A message from the guy himself!
Well, I am the man who did what no one else could.
I know you're hyped, but before you throw yourself a party, why not put your attention where it's needed?
Yeah, I was just about to.
I opened the message and looked inside. I expected a bunch of coordinates or an address we could use to reach him and then find a way to save the world. And the message was, "Hello, we will be keeping a close eye on you to assess whether you are the one we need. Good luck." So like, is this multiple people? Like what? We will be keeping a close eye on you? A close eye?
Oh no.
He wants me to solve more quests?
What? But this one was the hardest yet, and you saved over 200 people!
Guess he hasn't decided yet if you qualify.
You gotta be shitting me. This wasn't a fluke. I completed the quest using my own skills.
And the save and load, which wasn't
You
your
don't know
own
his
skills.
standards, so we have no choice but to play along.
Poor guy. First, I was only 9th in the rankings. Then, Cicada himself told me to do better. And now, Momo looked bummed out again. Man, what the hell? I let out a huge sigh, and a wave of fatigue hit me. My head was kind of hazy, probably because I'd been through the high hack a whole bunch of times.
I think we should call it for today.
Yeah, I'll worry about stuff tomorrow.
Aw, it's so sad because he tried so hard and he didn't get the recognition, but you know, not full recognition from Cicada. How to meet Cicada? The whole thing was with the Holy Office 513, etc.
Momo, you should sleep here again.
No. I've already been here too long, so...
Where are you gonna go?
Don't worry about etiquette or whatever. You won't find anywhere safer than here.
But...
Polon, what are you gonna do?
Huh? Well, I'll stay here with her, and...
I wonder what this observatory thing is.
Oh, wait, I don't mean anything weird by that.
She needs some time alone, don't you think?
All right, I'll go.
You shouldn't have to.
Don't worry about me. Nakano's my turf. I know how to have a good time. Just call me if something happens, okay?
Okay.
A bad feeling. What if we come back and she's gone? I left Symphony, and Cross and Wind followed.
Don't forget that you were the one who decided to help her. Take responsibility and look out for her.
Huh? But you just said we should leave her alone.
First he told me to leave her, then to look out for her.
You wanted to spend the night alone with her?
It's not like that.
Takaoka,
Well, they
Be
did
strong.
the other time. Cross and Wind put their hands on my shoulders like they were offering encouragement. Then, without explaining a thing, they just walked away.
what the hell?
I was worried about Momo, so I figured I'd spend the whole day somewhere close by. That'd be enough, right? I don't know, man. I'm gonna save because whenever he leaves someone alone, especially someone as important as Momo alone, you know he can come back and she's not gonna be there anymore. That's just how these games work, right? So I have no faith, no trust. Don't tell me the auto saves right after this black loading screen. I would be so mad. Like, why did I just save it? It's an auto save.
5 more minutes.
What'd I say? Wait, what happened? I'll just not save next time. Polon will save himself. God. I was right in front of the building. Symphony was inside. And she's gone. Last night, I suddenly asked Momo to meet me here at 1 p.m.
Where the hell were we supposed to go?
Feeling kind of worried, I reminded myself why I set this up.
You didn't invite Aizaki for dinner? Are you kidding me?
Why would I do that?
She looked really down, man. Don't tell me you didn't notice.
Well, I did. She was sad because Cicada's message was a letdown, right? I mean, there's only one thing we can do. We'll just keep on doing quests. That's all there is to it.
I mean, more quests? Damn.
Why are you so quiet suddenly?
I'm at a loss for words.
You're really bad with girls, huh? If a girl's down, you gotta cheer her up. Or do something to take her mind off her troubles. Seriously, you should make a GF and VFF. There's a lot of girls to choose from, and you can flirt with them as much as you like. I'm telling you, it rules. Want me to find a girl like Izaki? She'd be good practice, don't you think?
So, I'm just practice to you?
Oh, Yomi's like,
No. Takaoka is just a rare case. I'm all about you, Yomi. You're the one for me.
oh.
Well, okay.
You know what? Win knows how to roundabout
You're always
things,
so cute when you're embarrassed.
He's better than
You
Polon in that
dummy.
aspect, at least.
How about it? You gonna try VFF?
Well, you know, I could just invite her for dinner right now.
No. Girls don't eat at this time of day.
Why
Tomorrow,
don't
then.
they?
My man, you gotta invite her on a date.
Date?
You gotta make it up to her for leaving her alone.
No way. We just met. We can't date yet.
Your meeting was faded. It's fine. Go on, call her.
They
But
are
remember,
cheering
you
on
can't
him
arrange
so
a date
hard.
for the same day.
Hey, Cross, what do you think?
She's been having a tough time ever since that incident with the co-pilot. Not only does she feel responsible for his death, she must be terrified of the Holy Office 513. She shouldn't be left alone in that state.
Good point. Keeping her locked up in Symphony was a bad idea.
All right.
Exactly.
I'll do it. I'll invite her on a date.
All right, let's go. Getting fired up was fine and all, but
Hold on.
she's here. She's not kidnapping God.
Hey, you're here.
Did you really find out more about Cicada?
Don't tell me he lied.
You lied to get her here?
I had to. When I tried to get her on a date, she refused.
If I hadn't lied, she would have just stayed at Symphony.
She'll hate you for this, my man.
Yeah, she will.
What?
Did you say something?
No, I'm just talking.
Talking?
If you're gonna say sorry, you better do it now.
Dude, get off my case. This is my date.
I turned on the Great Beret I had at my side.
Hop on, Momo. I'll take you to the cicada hint.
Where did you find it?
Huh? I can't tell you.
What's it about then? Hold on.
I'll tell you when we're there.
I see.
Well, why don't you just tell her the truth? Was I supposed to go back in time when he said, you want to tell her that's her now? I don't know. Under the clear sky, golden sunlight speckled the waves. They shone brilliantly. We were at a park in Odaiba. The water at the bay in Tokyo wasn't especially clear, but the place was a tourist hotspot and a great choice for dates. It was good, but
Can you tell me about it yet?
Momo didn't even know this was supposed to be a date, so she didn't pay around to the surroundings any mind.
Why not enjoy the scenery first?
Why don't you just tell her the truth? That's so
Excuse
annoying.
me? Is it hard to explain? Please, try anyway. I'm ready to hear the truth.
Crap, I couldn't lie any longer. She was gonna hate me, but I had to tell her. I felt like I should have told her I lied before we got this far. Then we could have just had a nice walk around Nakano. You're telling me to redo this? Should we redo this? I feel like you should. I feel like he should. Yeah? Like... Guys, should I go back in time? Like, look, if I don't go back in time, she'll be mad. And she might leave, so I think we should redo it. Yeah, I'll go back and be honest with her. I don't know if I did the right thing, because you know last time I tried to save him, like with the train tracks that lead to him dying, right? I don't want him to tell the truth, and
Hold on.
I hope she doesn't fucking just... Look, if I tell her now and she decides to go back into the apartment, I fucked up, okay? But I think we should try to telling her the truth, and if we die, we know that just to take the other route.
Did you really find out more about Cicada?
Momo, I lied. I didn't find anything new. I'm really sorry. I feel so bad about this.
Why did you lie?
You look pretty down, so the guys told me to try cheering you up. I should have invited you to dinner yesterday. I was too dumb to do it. That's why they said I should invite you on a date to make up for it. It was Wynn's idea, but even Cross approved.
So it's because I turned you down.
It's not your fault. I get it. I know we just met and we're not close enough to go on dates. Actually, the date thing was just an excuse. As long as it could cheer you up, anything would have been fine.
I really didn't know how to handle girls. I think being honest is a good way to start, though. First I tried acting cool and inviting her on a date, but that didn't work out, so I figured out I should just spill the whole story. And I was being super lame, but it was the best I could do.
Hold on. Let's walk around a bit.
Aw, see? See, I think being honest is the best thing. Like, I mean, we don't know what the outcome is for me doing this, but I would think that, like, if I was Momo and, like, Polan lied for me for that long, I'd be not happy. Had she just okayed the date, I was sure she was gonna hate me, so this was a huge relief.
All right, let's go.
You're welcome, Polan. Now she's feeling a little better, because you told her the truth. I didn't know how much she meant by bit. 10 minutes passed as I tried to figure it out, and we were now in the park. We were at the Nakano. Oh my god, and they went to a different place. So this definitely changed. Because earlier they were at like what, Odaiba, and now they're at Nakano Park. So we'll see. We were at Nakano Shikinomori Park, otherwise known as the Central Park. It was one of the local hangout spots.
Hold on. You really trust Cross, don't you?
See, she looks happier already. I mean, just for this, I feel like I made the right choice. Her question was so sudden that I didn't know how to react.
When you were talking just now, I could sense how much you trust him.
Well, we've only known each other for about a year, but yeah, he's already my ride or die.
I wonder what the backstory
I keep calling Nakano Symphonies a team, but it's actually just me and him.
How did you team up?
I mean, two
Why
is
are
the
you
team
so
also.
close?
Momo was talking more than before. I felt like this was actually lifting her spirits somehow, which made me kind of happy. Yeah,
we
you're
met
welcome,
through this
Polan.
incident that happened.
An incident?
Yeah,
I felt like Cross himself had to be here for this conversation, so I called him my BMI.
we're talking about our past. Help me out.
All right.
Aww. After my dad died, I started taking jobs from Symphony's owner, and as soon enough I was hacking for a living. The incident wasn't long after that.
A local guy asked me to look into the company he was working for. The company developed AI-run disaster prevention systems as part of the city's automation initiative, but their systems were real sketchy. My job was to hack into the company network and investigate the systems. Nothing out of the ordinary, a piece of cake for hackers. The problem was that the person who set up that company's security was a hacker known as Crow.
Is he famous?
Yeah, I was a real newbie back then, but even I'd heard of him. He was a well-known hacker from Nakano who took jobs from anyone. He took plenty of work from shady groups. And I heard that if he snapped, he went completely out of control.
Will we meet him?
A bunch of people told me to drop that job, but I was determined. I'm the type of guy who always helps people in need.
Nice enthusiasm, but you couldn't actually do the job, could you? You didn't have the skills to breach the network's security.
It's not that I couldn't, I just chose not to. I changed my strategy and went directly into the offices. I got the AI disaster prevention system source code, and it was as jank as I expected. Real sloppy. This meant the systems of other companies participating in the project would get dragged down too. So I figured I'd use all this as evidence to get the city to pull the plug on the project. But before I could do that, a certain someone stopped me.
That's Cross?
Wait.
Oh my god, is that
I know that
Cross?
you're the intruder. You tried hacking into the network yesterday, didn't you? You did a poor job hiding your trail.
In fact, you hid it so poorly it's almost like you wanted to be found.
You're Crow!
No way! What? Crow's real name was Cross Yumikawa. Huh? That's Cross from before we teamed up. Back when he was a brooding edgelord.
If you don't want me to
okay.
call the police,
I'm right.
delete the
I guess
source
he's
code
less of
right
edgelord now.
now.
Do you have any idea how many people will be in danger if this gets released? You're a skilled hacker, there's no way you don't know.
My client's affairs are none of my concern.
What?
Damn, that's cold.
And that was our first encounter. Polon and Cross, the fated rivals.
Rivals? You think you were a match for me?
Oh, dang.
Hey, I got out of the building, didn't I?
Followed by me beating you to the ground and making you delete the source code.
Oh,
Oh, ugh.
You beat Polon up?
dang.
Yeah.
What a back.
I mean,
what
he
a
was
meeting.
actively engaging in trespassing and theft.
Here's the most important thing, though, Momo. I was able to see through Cross. I realized he was actually a good guy.
Oh my god, not
You know how?
this year.
It's because instead of reporting me to the police right away, he just told me to delete the code.
Like this. You're actually a good person at heart.
That's why
And
I
he moved
invited Crow
Cross.
to Tokyo's government offices.
Why there?
Since I couldn't get the disaster prevention system's code, I changed my target. My new goal was to stop the project itself. I wasn't good enough to hack into government systems at the time, though.
So you asked for help from the guy who beat you up. Hell of an idea.
Hey, you accepted the invite, didn't you? I knew you would.
I only showed up to tell you not to mess with my client's partners.
But you helped me out.
In the end, yeah. I kinda respected you for sneaking in there all by yourself, even though you knew you were gonna blow it. It was so brave, it was reckless.
No, it wasn't.
My
Yes,
man,
it
security was
was.
on you in seconds. You were completely cornered.
Well, I guess. Thanks for bailing me out of that one. Anyways, working together, we got our hands on that project's shitty plans. We leaked the plans online, and the Tokyo government got slammed. After that, we revised the whole project.
Nice.
Looking back, that job was real dicey. He could have been caught and arrested at any moment.
All's well that ends well, partner. That gig was the whole catalyst for us teaming up, wasn't it?
And because I wanted to clear my name.
You did?
I couldn't find a way to shake the reputation I gained as Crow, as much as I hated it. I figured I could right that wrong if I teamed up with a guy who was ready and willing to do stupid stuff in the name of justice.
And that's how Nakano Symphonies was born.
Aw, how
And ever since,
wholesome.
we've been using our own brand of justice to help people in need.
What a wonderful bond. Thank you so much for sharing that with me.
Momo's tone had changed. I figured that this was a good sign. But right then, no, not but right then. Aw, she made his face like her chest was in pain.
There's something you... No. Something everyone should hear.
Let's hear it, Momo. I could tell she'd use her BMI to start a call. She must have had something to say to us. She let out a sigh. She prepared to say something, clearly hesitant. She struggled for a while before finally opening up her mouth.
My associates were murdered. They were killed by agents back at the Vatican.
It was what we saw at the beginning, huh?
Oh,
Oh no. Those words were so unexpected, they just about blinded me. I heard Cross and Wind gasp too.
It happened shortly before I came to Japan.
No!
I wanted to save the world, and they offered to help. They belonged to the anti-fate faction, the people who opposed the
Well, we
end
saw at the
according to the
beginning
fate
of the
line.
flashback, huh? That's
Though I was
messed up.
with them for just a few days, we shared an ideal. They were truly wonderful people. If only I hadn't relied on them to get me to Japan.
Aw. I'd only met Momo 3 days ago. I didn't know when she'd come to Japan, but it could have happened more than a day or two before we met. That meant that it hadn't been even a week since she lost her buddies. Oh, was that why she'd suddenly started crying back at the park?
Those Holy Office agents killed them all?
That's
At least 6 of them.
Ah.
They died in front of me. And there's no way for me to know if the other 3 survived.
Her voice was shaking.
I couldn't stop thinking whether it's really okay for me to be with all of you. Ever since I heard that co-pilot's message, it's been troubling me.
Aww.
We'll protect you, and we can protect ourselves too. There's nothing you gotta worry about.
I believe that from the bottom of my heart. Momo didn't seem to agree though.
That wasn't the first time I lost someone.
Aww.
I've lost so many people. I'm responsible for their deaths.
I understand like how she feels about being responsible, but I feel like it's not her fault that bad people were there to like commit these crimes, you know.
Each time I was filled with sadness and pain.
I couldn't bear it.
Momo.
I can't help but think that I'm cursed.
Aw,
There's
you're
no
not.
such thing as a curse. Even if there were, I wouldn't give a damn.
Momo looked right at me. There was no hope in her eyes. No.
Still,
we gotta change that.
I don't want you to get involved any further.
Mm-mm.
From now on, I'll be on my own.
No.
You think I'm gonna leave you high and dry after hearing all that? It's too...
Hold on. You're pressuring her.
Cross cut me off. This sounds not good. But I
want to help you, Momo.
I let myself take advantage
no.
of those
I feel like if
words.
he leaves, it's gonna be bad. She's gonna be
I
dead.
had no one left to rely on. I couldn't stand being alone. But it's time to end this.
Don't make me feel like I made a mistake trying to open up to you and admit my lies. Like, no. There was no uncertainty in Momo's expression. She was totally determined. Nothing I could say could change her mind.
All right. Go. But we'll keep chasing Cicada, take on his quests. So if you ever change your mind, come back to us anytime.
She didn't respond.
Polan, Cross,
I don't trust her out alone of all those
Thank you
freaking Holy Office
for
513
everything.
people who are freaking psychopathic murders. With heartfelt gratitude, she bowed. And then walked away from me.
She's gone.
Hold on.
Oh.
You did well there, letting her go.
Die.
Bro, no way I'd bitch and moan like some kid.
I see. I'm proud of you.
Actually, I'd impressed myself by seeing her off the way I did. Cross hadn't said anything. I might have caused a
Hang
scene.
in there, Momo.
I stood at the park alone. I had to cool my head after hearing all that. Oh my god, is this the ending? No.
Search for Lucia.
I was so scared. I was like, did like me like being open, like having that heartfelt talk, like cause an ending because she left us? I panicked.
No.
Now, Momo Aizaki, how does he know? With the guide's QCDC spherical monitor open beneath him, Asuma Soga delivered a command. Next moment, the QCDC's quanta began operating at unimaginable speeds. The Earth Gaia simulated was about as detailed as reality itself. Examining every inch of its necessitated an overwhelming amount of work, and yet the supercomputer could do so in mere seconds.
Momo Aizaki was not found within Gaia.
And Polan Takaoka?
Found within Gaia.
Nakano Symphonies.
Found within Gaia.
Asuma fell silent. He spoke again after thinking for a
Cicada
moment.
3301's quests.
Not found within Gaia.
Asuma's eyes lit up. This was what he's been looking for.
There's the lead I need to figure out her true identity. I don't know if it's just a Gaia error or a distortion in the real world, but I'm going to find out.
2 days has passed since Momo decided to go it alone. We done some research into Cicada's IP address, but couldn't find anything useful. Cicada himself was still silent, and no new quests had been posted yet. On account of being flooded with spam, Nakano Symphonies was on a temporary break too. I had absolutely nothing to do. That's why I decided to look into a few things. That's a lot of save files, man.
There you are. That high hack thing sure made you famous, huh?
I don't plan to stay a hacker. I'm gonna be a hero who helps people in need. All this was just the first step towards that.
Parts of this sucked, though. Not like being able to go back home because I'd been DDoSed.
The girl's not with you this time.
Nice observation.
Negative? I considered telling him that she'd left, but didn't see the point, so I kept that to myself.
So, you got any new info for me? Anything?
Oh, anything about the Vatican?
If I tell you, you better tell me something in return. And no stupid jokes about saving and loading the world or whatever.
Oh, I'll tell you.
I'll tell him that my world saving and loading was no joke. I was literally gonna say something like that, but I'm like, he won't know. I hadn't had the chance to explain it in depth, so this was actually a good opportunity to level with him. Maybe he'd actually know something about
Remember
it.
how you told me that the army were trying to deliver the girl to the Vatican? I know the deal there. That special plane parked at Haneda was visited by the Chief Cabinet Secretary, the Minister of Defense, and the Minister of Foreign Affairs. It's looking like the Vatican demanded that the Japanese government hand her over. The SFG were just carrying out orders. There's no direct connection between the girl and the Guy institution.
Oh, I see.
All the different factions showing up made me kind of confused, but it looked like the only ones after Momo were the Vatican.
Couldn't find out why they wanted her, though. If the little lady wasn't lying, I guess it's something to do with the end of the world.
Ever heard of the Holy Office 513?
The Holy who?
It's a group that doesn't officially exist, but
I told him everything Momo had explained.
A secret organization that controls the Vatican from the shadows, huh? There are a load of conspiracies about that place, so this one might just have some truth to it. I guess the 513 refers to the first day.
you know what the numbers mean?
If we're talking about a group that worships Fatima's secrets, 513 has got to point to May 13th, the first day Our Lady of Fatima appeared.
I had given a second thought to the date, but he was right. When it came to this kind of stuff, Oz really knew his shit, huh?
Did the girl say anything about the Mariophany?
Mariophany? What's that?
It's what some people call the periods in the 19th and 20th centuries when there were lots of Marian apparitions reported. I figured there might be some kind of special meaning there, but if your reaction's anything to go by, I guess not.
You should ask Momo about it. Anyways, about the agents. If they came to Japan, would you know about it?
Doubt it. Pros like that have lots of ways to hide themselves. For all we know, they're already here. I can tell you if I notice anything weird here in Japan, but keeping the girl safe, that's gonna be on you.
I think Juno's one of the agents. I don't know.
Oz!
Oh, it's the lady!
Take me out to eat!
The office door opened and Nonon walked in, accompanied by a woman in a white suit.
I got a guest. We'll go out later.
Is that?
Polly? Polly's here!
Nonon activated her BRE Easy, then jumped on its left wheeled arm before rolling rapidly towards me. A moment later, she leapt through the air at me. Oh! And headbutted me right into the solar plexus.
I haven't seen you in so long! I was so lonely!
Was it really that long?
I was pretty sure only a few days had passed since we last seen each
Hold
other.
on, Takaoka. I didn't think I'd be seeing you this soon.
Dang, you know how he looks like? The woman in white was right next to me before I knew it. She was jumping for joy with a massive grin on her face.
Who are you?
My name's Liddy Kumar. I'm a mathematician.
Huh?
For an intellectual, she sure was dressed with Panache? Panache? I'm sorry, I don't know what that word is. I checked her profile to confirm, and sure enough, she was a mathematician.
Holy, you don't know Liddy Bear? She's got 10 million followers online.
Oh, wow.
Whoa!
An influencer?
She also modeled for a webzine.
Oh, my.
Seriously?
And she debuted as a singer.
Oh, my. Multi-talented queen, I see. A mathematician influencer?
What do you need an online presence for?
My goal's to share the wonders of mathematics with the world. Think of me as a math evangelist.
I thought that the only type of people Oz knew were bureaucrats and opposition formal types like that, but this lady seems pretty chill.
But why does such a famous mathematician know me?
I have a mathematic interest in all this. The codes, the events of the quest, and of course, the process by which you completed it.
She came all the way to Japan to conduct research on you.
Wow, we're
The odds of completing the Hi-Hat quest were astronomically low. There must be a reason you were the one who pulled it off. And I took an extended break to find out what that reason is.
A reason?
I doubt you'd believe me, even if I told you. Oz sure didn't. That's how crazy it is. I mean, I can't really say it's my own doing.
Please tell me. I'd love to analyze your methods mathematically.
Are you gonna publish them or something?
Only with your permission. I'm doing this purely to sate my intellectual curiosity. I'm not on the job or anything.
Liddy's trustworthy. I can vouch for
Well,
her.
don't publish it.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
As long as she doesn't publish
Cautious,
it, I'm okay
aren't
with it.
you?
I can see why Kaoru thinks so highly of you. How long have you known him?
Who's that?
Kaoru Sumezu, chief of the CCO.
And that meant he was the CFD's boss, right? I kind of remembered him indirectly helping me out with a high
Wait, so you know people in the police too? Who are you, really?
You sure like to ask questions. I think it's about time to give you a little math quiz.
Oh, not a math quiz. Oz and Nona.
There she goes again.
You can do it, Polly.
No.
I know you can.
No.
A math quiz?
What? Oh god. Suddenly, an AR projection appeared in front of me.
There are 3 doors, and one of them has a prize behind it. Which will you open?
One of the examples of a posterior probability or subjective probability in the Bayes theorem.
Oh, sorry, was I unclear? There are 3...
I heard you just fine. It's just so out of nowhere that you kind of lost me. What does math have to do with it, though? All I can do is guess, right?
For now, yes.
I feel like I kind of remember something about this, but I don't I remember hearing or doing it before, but I forgot about it. Is what I'm trying to say. So she wanted me to pick one first.
All right, the middle one.
Okay, now I'll open one of the other doors. And just so you're aware, I do know which is correct, and I'll be opening an incorrect door. This leaves only 2 doors. Now I'm giving you a chance to change your choice. Do you think you'll have a higher chance of winning the prize if you change your door or stand by your choice?
Oh, so this is where the math came in.
I'm not changing my choice. The chance is the same either way.
Before you had like 1/3 of a chance, and now you have 1/2 of a chance?
So you're satisfied with your answer?
I definitely remember this. I just don't.
Yeah,
I
'cause
forgot
I
how
know
the
I'm
math
right.
works.
Unfortunately, no, you're not.
What the hell?
This is the Monty Hall problem. Changing your choice actually increases your odds of winning.
You're shitting me.
I wanted to refute it, but the internet said the exact same thing.
Well, math is quite fantastic, don't you think?
Honestly, this is kind of frustrating, and I didn't really know the specifics of her relationship with the police either. The internet had said that the Monty Hall problem was really controversial when it was first proposed, and the lady behind it got tons of criticism. Apparently, it was also vital that the person presenting the problem opened one of the wrong doors while knowing which one was right. It was a pretty old brain teaser, too. I would have gotten the right door if I'd known about it.
Then we get back to the matter at hand.
What was it again?
It's your turn to talk.
I wonder if that's part of something that might come up in the future.
When you were chased by the army, you knew I'd be going there, didn't you? How long were you watching me?
Oh, that.
Math quiz had thrown me for a loop, so I spent a moment to recover and began talking.
I wasn't watching you. I loaded the world.
Hey, I told you to quit with those jokes.
Oh, I'm not joking. Hear me out.
I explained it all step by step. I told them how the first time I noticed the app was at the airport, I had no idea what it was, but I tried loading and reset the world.
I knew you'd come because I'd seen it happen once before. I escaped the SFG and completed a quest. That's 2 impossible things I actually pulled off. Come on, you know I'm telling the truth. I'll even show you the screen that appears.
I capped the load screen and sent it to Oz's
This is
device.
real. Who sent you the app?
Some super hacker out there.
What?
They put this app in my BMI without leaving a single trace. How else can I explain it?
You don't even know their name?
No, but, well, for now, I think I'm gonna call them Anonymous. Or just Anon.
Yeah, anonymous code.
I can activate the app just by thinking about it, but sometimes Anon brings it up for me. It's like they're saying,
You're
load
welcome.
now.
You're getting support from some mysterious hacker? So that's how you completed the quest.
Yeah.
The app designer must be on the level of Cicada or Juno. What manner of methods could they be using?
She was so excited, it was kind of scary. Oz was strangely silent.
What you've just told me reminds me of this guy. Went by the name John Titor.
John Titor.
I feel like I've heard this name before. Was this in Steins Gate or something? I ran a search and instantly found something.
It's just some urban legend.
Apparently he was a time traveler that appeared in the year 2000.
As far as stories like this went, his was pretty convincing. If his theory's right, you must be moving between world lines.
Oh, so this is like the Steins Gate thing.
World
then.
lines?
Huh.
What are those?
Parallel worlds, basically. Changing the past would create problems like the grandfather paradox. But everything works out somehow when world lines are involved.
The concept of parallel universes doesn't apply to the world line as I know it. It exists as one world amidst endless possibilities. You don't move between world lines. The world line simply transforms. In essence, the entire world is reconstructed. Everything from the past to the future is rewritten. Our memories are no exception.
You're both making it sound kind of complicated. but
Yeah, I wonder which one it is. Like, are there many universes? And there's like parallel universe and you can travel between the parallel universes? Or is there like only one world and every time you make an action that changes the past and the future, it affects that one timeline and changes that one timeline? You're not moving between timelines, you know what I mean? So
You're basically talking about
interesting.
what-if worlds, right? There are infinite what-ifs, and changing the past creates a world spun off of a what-if. Is that it?
Yes, but there's a limit to these what-ifs. World lines do change slightly, but major events like people's deaths can't easily be prevented. Most events fit within the expected range. It's kinda like fate.
that made it sound kind of like her fate line was
Are you really a
Right.
mathematician? This
This isn't your field of expertise, right?
I'm just saying what my friend told me. Her
friend.
name's Kurisu Makise. She's a brain scientist. I'm sure you've at least heard of her.
Oh my gosh, she's from Science Gate, isn't she? I mean, I haven't watched or played Steins Gate in a while, but I think that's the red-haired girl. Oh my god. Yeah, it is her. Okay, I searched her, and seeing AI in the results reminded me I'd seen the name in some articles about the Amadeus System project.
Hey,
of
do you
Terra
have the divergence meter I brought last time? I want to show it to him.
It's on top of that shelf. No. Can you get it for me?
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yonan extended her machine arm and retrieved a weird-looking gadget.
Huh, pretty cool.
Wait, is this the thing they used in Steins Gate? Oh my god. I like how it's displayed with both a mix of both analog and digital.
The reading's strange. It's supposed to show a numerical value representing the world line we're in.
Is it broken?
I didn't do it!
I'll have to talk to Kurisu about it. Normally, this whole part would show numbers, and they'd change if you altered the past with your app.
Yeah, I remember this in Steins Gate.
It's hard to escape convergence, though, so I imagine the only numbers that would change would be the ones at the end. Oh, but apparently you need a special talent to notice the change, so I doubt we'd even be able to tell.
Really? World lines, huh? I didn't know they had anything to do with my loading, but it sounded interesting.
John Titor used a time machine in 2036, so it wouldn't be too nuts if you had secretly had one too.
Oh, it's 2037
Enough about
now.
urban legends. You read too much moo-moo.
One of the shelves was neatly stacked with Moo mags printed on actual paper. This must have been why he had no trouble believing.
Got any ideas besides time travel?
Nicole magazine, first issue in 1979. It covers topics such as UFOs, cryptids, superpowers, the super scientific, and conspiracy theories. Despite the modern dominance of the digital, it continues to be released on paper. 面白いですね.
Well, do you know the delayed choice experiment?
No. What's it about?
Quantum physics, specifically the double slit experiment. It's used to explain certain physical phenomena on the quantum scale. Let's begin with a standard double slit experiment. It's an oldie from 1961, but it's timeless. First, imagine the world we live in. The world of classical physics.
How did this happen?
Let's say there's a board with two parallel slits. If you throw balls at it one by one, what kind of marks do you think will be left on a board placed behind it?
There'll be marks that correspond to the slits, right?
Correct. Now, what if we use waves instead of balls? These similar but displaced waves interfere with one another, canceling each other out and overlapping, creating an interference, or moire, pattern. Let's switch over to the quantum world next. Instead of balls, we'll be using electrons.
How did they friggin' make this room happen anyway?
A gun?
An electron gun. Scientists
What?
created it so they could fire electrons one at a time.
Is this real?
Go ahead, try it.
I don't think this is real in real life.
We need more than a single shot. Keep firing.
Huh? It's not the same as with the balls.
Strange, isn't it? That's what you'd expect from the shape.
It's got a pattern like the waves. If that's the case, what interfered with them?
Good question. Scientists at the time wondered the same thing. So they placed a special detector before the board to observe how the electrons passed through the slits.
What's going on? It's not an interference pattern anymore. They're marks like the balls left.
What?
Was the detector emitting radio waves or something?
Wouldn't we see an interference pattern in that case?
Oh, yeah. But then, what else could affect the outcome? Was it our observation that did it?
No way.
You nailed it! The very
No
act of
way.
observing changed the behavior of the
That makes
electrons.
no sense.
This experiment shows that electrons have a wave-particle duality, and that observation affects the way they behave.
It's like saying electrons got intelligence.
No
Now
way.
that would be interesting. All right, let's get on with our main topic. The delayed choice experiment. So there was the scientist who started thinking one day. What would happen if you observed this experiment somewhere in the middle? And decided to place a detector behind the slits to test it out. Hold on, can you fire some more electrons?
The detector is off. The electrons behave like waves.
They changed to particles.
Wait.
It appears so, but in actuality, these electrons are considered to have been fired as particles. If they changed from waves to particles, we should see some marks outside of the slit areas, right? But that didn't happen. Once they were observed, the electrons behaved as if they were particles from the start. In other words, history was rewritten.
Holy shit! That's crazy!
So, for the observed result to make sense, the past got changed?
Yes! The past changes the future, but here the future changed the past.
Confused. What?
This is a quantum level experiment, of course,
Let me
but
ask
our
the part that
world is
moved
governed
really
by
fast.
quantum mechanics. I wouldn't say it's totally irrelevant. It could put. Well, pretty cool, isn't it?
You think my app works kind of like that?
It's possible. That's all I can say. There's no shortage of such oddities. Quantum entanglement and relativity are some others that come to mind.
It's kind of disturbing.
How do I had no idea the world was so weird.
This universe is a 13.8 billion year old mass of miracles. Mankind's only been around 5 million years. No way we can make sense of it all.
Well, you're not wrong, I guess.
Hey, civilization's only been around for about 10,000 years, so I'd say we're doing pretty good. We even have Earth simulators.
The whole idea of recreating the Earth is pure human hubris. Life ain't that simple a thing.
Oh, come on now, Tengen. Would it kill you to give mankind some kudos once in a while?
Shut up.
Whoa. No way to talk to a lady. We talked some more, and although I heard some wild shit, our chat didn't turn out very productive. I guess because it's a holiday, there are a bunch of. Is this Momo? There are a bunch of holidays and couples out enjoying themselves. Seeing the smiles on their faces, I felt at peace somehow. A few days has passed since I left Nakano Symphonies. Aw, this place looks so nice. I'd been worried about where to hide out, but surprisingly, there was no shortage of places I could stay. The city had some unmanned hotels without any employees, so I was able to get by just fine at staying at one of those. It was strange seeing machines doing the laundry and cleaning up, but I was spared from any suspicion. It was actually pretty comfortable. But I had no luck with the most pressing issue, the search for Cicada 3301. I didn't have much on him to begin with, and quests were my only lead, so I wasn't really expecting to get anywhere. That was
Momo.
why I... Oh, Bombi?
Sorry for the wait.
Ah, you look so cute! Asked the police for
Sorry
help.
for troubling you like this, Miss Kuroshina. Don't worry, it's fine.
They look
I'm
so
the one who
cute.
said to get in
I
touch
love
if you need me.
Bambi.
Oh, and you can call me Bombi. Okay. Miss Bombi.
Aw.
You don't have to be so formal, Momo. And just so you know, I changed because it'd be weird to attend a secret meeting in my uniform. I'm dressed for leisure, but I still mean business. You give off a different impression looking like that.
Right?
Yeah. Kinda childish, right?
Dude, looking at the crepe knuckle line makes me really happy.
Maybe it's weird to bring this up all of a sudden, but I spent years trying to be an idol, but I never got past the auditions. I don't think I had the style I needed to attract a lot of fans.
I mean, you look so cute.
I'm not too confident about the way I look. That's ancient history,
You
though.
should, Momo.
I guess I'm kind of an idol now anyway. I mean, I'm
Bambi.
doing idle things. I see. So that's your story. Oh, but I'm serious about my job as a police officer. I've wanted to be one ever since I gave up on becoming an idol. I think you're very cool, Miss Bombi. I can tell that you're very serious about your work. Thanks. Oh, by the way. Yes? Where did you buy your clothes? They're really cute, Momo.
Right,
I bought them somewhere Polon took me, and... Oh. Is he your boyfriend?
No.
I'm on my own now. What?
She made it sound like they broke up.
I see. Well, he did seem like the insensitive type.
Dang.
But Polon was truly kind to me. Huh? I'm so confused.
Does look confused.
Can we move on? Oh, right!
Yeah, Momo could have explained this
Let's.
better, but... Miss Bombi came closer, probably to make sure no one heard us.
Have you learned anything about Cicada? I'll be honest. We got nothing. A bunch of us at the CCO tried looking into him, but there was nothing about the guy in our database. Rico figured he'd erased all traces of himself since someone who hacked the Vatican probably has a criminal record. We asked offices across the country to check local birth records, but there was no trace of him. Digital and paper records were all blank. Either someone scrubbed the records, or he was born in a different country. I see.
So even after pulling some strings so they could check the paper records, the police had gotten the same results at Nakano Symphony.
I suppose the only way to reach Cicada is through quests. That's too risky. If you do that, the people hunting you are gonna find you. We'll take you into custody. You don't have to put yourself in harm's way. I can't let you look after me. Oh, that's what you said last time. Why are you trying so hard? Because...
Oh yeah, the flashbacks. Oh.
Because this is my mission. You can't just leave it to me, or someone else. I'm sorry.
There was no way I could leave it to someone else. Everyone wanted me to complete my mission.
Take this, then.
She handed me a nylon pouch with 3 folded up devices
What are
inside.
these? Delta Stunners. Stunners? They're awesome. You can knock out even the beefiest hackers with these. Just set them up in the direction the perps are gonna run, then wait for him to get zapped when they turn tail. So these emit an electric shock? Yep. The shock's not lethal, but it can knock people out. It's basically a stun gun the police procured for weaker officers. The manual explains how to use them. They're prototypes, but I'm sure they'll come in handy. Can I really keep these? Of course.
Yeah, she should
It's
just
not
be
like I
handing that
snuck them
to
out.
civilians.
The chief himself said I should give them to you.
Alright, well.
Well, we're gonna continue our cicada investigation, so let's keep in touch. We
can meet here another time.
Go ahead and give me a call if you need any more help. The cybersecurity division is on your side, Momo.
Aww.
Thank you.
A long time ago, we bore witness to a miracle. A true miracle.
Wow! I can't believe we were chosen by Mother Mary herself!
You know what I'm starting to think? I'm starting to think that Lucia is actually like back from like the 1700s or something. She just survives hundreds of years or something. You know what I mean?
We're
'Cause what are these
going
houses?
to save the world?
Yes, she said, please take it upon yourselves to save the world. But I can't. I'm no good at anything.
Oh, that was so
Jacinta, we can do this if we work together. Together? Right, Francisco?
Yeah, I think we can do this.
Aww.
Then I'll do my best too. Yeah!
They're so cute. As long as Francisco and Jacinta were with me, if the 3 of us were together, we could save the world. I believe that with all my heart.
Lucia, please give that nonsense about saving the world a rest. If you don't, they won't stop overworking themselves. They just can't stop praying to Our Lady. What they need right now is rest. If they don't rest, they'll...
Shortly afterwards, Francisco caught disease that was going around and passed away. And then Jacinta. No, that's so sad. Oh, this is what happened.
I finally
No.
see you again. How are
Again?
you feeling? I don't know. It hurts all the time.
No. I see so many scary dreams.
You'll be fine. You even made it through that surgery.
Oh,
I'm sure you'll be
no,
healthy
they
again.
overworked
And
themselves. So sad.
I'm sorry.
No, this is making me sad.
Couldn't keep my promise.
Oh, this is what they saw at the beginning.
Jacinta?
No,
Jacinta!
no.
Say something!
So
Don't
sad.
leave me! Live, Jacinta! Jacinta!
So it seems like those two were in the town and like Lucia wasn't or something, because it says because they overworked themselves and she was like, I finally get to see you again. So I felt like it was my fault. I told them that we had to save the world together and make them take on way more than they could bear.
It's my fault. It's my fault there.
Overcome with pain and regret, I wept. And that's where my memories trailed off. Aw, huh, so she lost her memories?
We will lose this war. However, do not fear. In the distant future, mankind will reach an inevitable metamorphosis, and humanity as we know it will cease to exist.
President Kennedy
These are all
has
major
been
events,
shot.
huh?
That's one small step for man,
Yep.
one giant leap for mankind.
As part of the ceremony to mark the remodeling of the Arecibo telescope, a radio message was broadcast into space.
Nostradamus said that the great king of terror will arrive. The world ends in 1999. This is nothing but the truth.
Breaking news! Lehman Brothers has declared bankruptcy. I repeat.
Look at this crowd. People have gathered from all over the world to witness the completion of the Sagrada Familia.
Due to recent circumstances, we have decided to cease development of the Earth simulator, Gaia.
Oh, yeah.
I've been in line since 2 nights ago. Man, I just have to get a carrier note for myself.
Many believe that the SA-4D have gone haywire, but the details are unclear. Shinjuku, Akasaka, and Ochanomizu have been affected, but there are reports of
this is
other
sad
areas
warning,
sustaining major damage.
So that seemed like... So it seemed like that was all the time that passed when she lost her memories. So she's definitely like hundreds of years old. And that explains why she hadn't tasted ramen or fried rice, because back in those times they didn't have fried rice and she was in a country, like in a foreign country. So I think that explains it. But why was she alive for that long? Like, was this a thing where like she was like frozen in time or something? Or like she was frozen in like a whatever, like a human, I don't know, like pot or something? I don't know, we'll see. The next thing I knew, I was in water. I was surrounded by a strange water in which I could breathe. This was probably the future. The notion must have come to me because I'd been dreaming for so long. Within the dream, I saw an age beyond that which I'd known. See? And learned many things I couldn't have imagined. My body had also changed. I'd grown a bit since the time my memories faded out.
We've deviated from the fate line by increasing the world's entropy, and we have
Not
brought
entropy.
about the sad morning.
Hold up, this is a science experiment, and the sad morning is something that was man-made because of these stupid assholes?
The root cause was us taking the DNA data of the Fatima children from the Earth simulator and transplanting it into artificial brains.
So is the real Lucia dead? And they took her memory and then put it in the Lucia now, which is artificial because she's in water that can't breathe, right? And it's been hundreds of years. What did I say, guys? At the very beginning, that Momo is AI. Oh my god, I'm just too good at this.
And now those brains have incarnated. This is clearly an emergency.
The man pointed at me. My DNA data, as recreated by the Earth simulator, had been transplanted into an artificial brain. And that brain had obtained a body, but I retained all the memories of my past, so well, your memories are from the actual Lucia. What was I?
I would like to see the recording again.
Well, you're the AI.
Restarting the recording.
The large monitor played a video. It showed this room with a red revolving light shining on it. Someone's crying was echoing throughout. The 3 coffin-like devices were connected to the QCDC Necro Pilgrimage. A man ran up to one of them and opened it. Oh!
What's going on?
No! Why? Why has this happened again? Inside the device were Francisco's remains and...
No pulse. This one's dead too.
What the heck? The other device contained those of Jacinta.
Why are there bodies in here? Hey!
The
This one's alive! She's the one that was crying! Help me get her out of here!
What is the situation here? It was my fault. They had died again. Because of me. What do you mean by again? Like, is it their AIs that died? I must have been cursed. Why else would those closest to me die twice?
The remains of Francisco and Jacinta look like as if they're from a 3D printer.
Indeed. Even the slightest mistakes during output create such strange misalignments.
So were they trying to, like, make a copy of them? And
I sense the devil at work here.
If he really was involved, then this was truly a miracle like no other. One more astounding than perhaps even the Holy Mother's apparitions. Behold, I send my messenger before thy face, which shall prepare thy way before thee. Let us believe that this was the Lord granting us forgiveness for straying from the fate line.
But she said there was no deviation from the fate line, so what happened? Why?
I'm so sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I'm to blame for your suffering. For your lives ending twice over.
Right, she was in that hotel, the Banner Hotel. I lost Francisco in 1919 and Jacinta in 1920. And then, after a long dream, I lost them again. And the manner of their deaths felt so horribly wrong. If I hadn't pushed them so hard when we had heard Our Lady Mary's prophecies, things wouldn't have turned out this way. And the people of the anti-fate faction as well. They sacrificed their lives so I could escape the Vatican.
Still, I want to save the world.
Though I couldn't stand to bring the pain to the people around me, I still longed to fulfill the prophecy. That was why
I mustn't rely on anyone anymore. I have to do this myself.
Well, she got a stun gun now, so I'm a little less worried about her. Oh, are we back to Polan's perspective? I love Japanese grocery stores. Something I know why something I noticed is that like each time Polan saves, I feel like it could mean a game over, or like I think so. Was there like a game over for Polan? I don't know. Symphony had actually become a new home, and it was actually pretty comfortable since I got myself a toothbrush and a pillow and stuff, right? You can't go back home. By the way, oh my god, these onigiri, I have like a Japanese market kind of close to me, and I used to go to get onigiri all the time because it was so good. Oh my god, I love these breads. I just love Japanese convenience stores, they're so good. I was worried about bathing in the laundry, but I kind of enjoyed visiting bathhouses and laundromats for the first time. I've been living on a restaurant and convenience store food anyway, so it was barely a downgrade. Right, he doesn't look like he does. I was just about to grab breakfast time.
Payment unsuccessful. Please check your balance and try again.
Yikes. Someone was stuck at the auto checkout by the exit. This was a completely unmanned convenience store without a single employee. If some kind of bystander didn't help, this would continue forever. Oh, interesting. This is probably some senior citizen who didn't know much about the electronic money or digital assets. Interesting, so there's no workers here. I think, I guess, like, basically, if you don't pay digitally, you just can't leave? That's an interesting concept. New term for virtual currency. Virtual currency refers to currency exchanged exclusively using digital data, unlike fiat currency, which is rarely regulated by anything like countries or central banks, primarily traded on the internet. With the 2020 revision of Japan's Fund Settlement Act, virtual currency was renamed to digital assets to further differentiate it from fiat currency. Okay, so it's basically digital currency.
Why isn't it working?
No, not!
Wait, you?
Holy! You're my prince, right? Did you come to save me in
Oh
my
my
time
god,
of need?
no, don't give her ideas.
I just came to
Leave
get some
this kid
breakfast.
alone. Stop, I'm trying to get rested. I came to get some breakfast.
What's the problem with the payment?
There's a Ferris Go error. It says it can't get the data from the server.
So she had Periscope linked to her OS, huh? I'm gonna assume Periscope is like the Venmo or like paying, whatever digital paying money transfer app they have. It was standard these days to store your personal info on the BMI-based Pix OS servers and linking them all to all kind of apps. Periscope got popular because registering personal info with every app is a hassle. Any problem with the server would be a major issue though. The servers so much as got hacked, all the linked services would be impacted. That's why I registered my personal data with each service separately. It looked like Nono was the one with normies. It looked like Nono was with the normies on this though. Well, I couldn't blame her. This was the default setting, so I guess she just rolled with it. Unlinking wasn't exactly simple either.
I'll fix it, so do as I tell you.
I took her to the edge of the store and explained what to do.
I'm registered!
You should be able to pay now. Try it.
Okay, where does Nono make money, first of all? Holding a can of cocoa, she slowly approached the exit. This time, the payment went through just fine, and Nono strutted right out of there. I grabbed the milk donut I wanted and joined her outside. Where does Nono
That was my
have this
first
money?
ever
Does she
error.
get allowance from
It was
us?
scary.
It was probably just a connection error or something.
What is this? Oh, she's gonna have a photo shoot. PicOS is a browser OS that tons of devices use. Its worldwide share was over 90%. It had servers all over the world and they were all well maintained, so the issue must have been pretty minor.
I'll tell my friends at school how to do it too.
Oh? Do you go to school in Nakano?
Maybe you could go to the same one I did.
I went to Ozono Daini.
I go to Hota.
Hota? Never heard of it.
Hotaru Gaoka Elementary. It's in Kagurazuka. I take online classes though, so I'm basically never there.
Aw, their online classes for elementary school kids? What is this? That sounds like a horrible idea, knowing how
Oh, it's
hyper these
private.
kids are. So, I guess Nono was a high-class little lady, and she can look at what she's
I
playing.
heard you live at Oz's place. Are your parents in the countryside or something? Can't you just take online classes from there?
She looks like an orphan.
Mommy and Daddy died in the sad morning.
Alright.
So you're a victim too, huh?
She was just like me. Well, maybe not exactly like me. I wasn't too broken up about losing my dad.
Oz was
Oh, okay,
Mommy's and Daddy's friend, so he took me in.
Aw, everything makes sense now. Nono's smile was tinged with sadness. She looked down at the can of cocoa she was holding. Oh, no, doesn't need to remind me of this. It came with a plastic case at the top with "Pow Pow Pow Pa" written on it.
Time to open it up!
Nonon energetically removed the case to look inside at the bonus gift. Oh my god, it's bonus gift?
It's not Palpa!
Hold on a sec. I'll get it for you. We don't need it now.
Okay, I thought I was gonna teleport time back. I rushed off to the convenience store and bought another can and handed it over to Nonon so she could open it. Oh, there was the Tanuki-like figurine inside.
Is that the wrong one?
Yeah. Sorry. I only want Palpa.
Who'd even thought of random bonuses? What a cruel world. Yeah, that's how they get you.
We don't need it now.
Dang, I feel like I could have teleported it back and tried to get it for her, but...
Cicada posted a second ago. It's a new quest.
I'm sorry, guys. What I really want to try to load back and get that pow pow for her. You know what I mean? Where is it? Wait. I gotta save because if that's not the right load point, I would be a little embarrassing. I'll save here. I feel like I could have tried to get the pow pow for her. You know how in Science Gate, like, they wanted that metallic Opa or something? Yeah, let me try to get it for her. Hold up. How do I look? Where's our autosave? Yeah, we gotta please our lady, you know what I mean?
Mommy and Daddy died. Oz was... Time to open it up!
Hold on a... Don't just bring it up like that. Is that the wrong one?
Yeah. Sorry. I only want Palpa.
Oh, Anon, you want Nono to get her Palpa? Yes! I traveled back in time specifically so she could get her Palpa. You got a kind side, huh? I can't argue with that. Sure, let's go back and make her happy. Yeah, who cares about Cicada's quest, man? I care about Nono getting her Palpa. She needs to be happy. After, like, we made her talk about her parents' death, nah, she gotta get her Palpa. You can't make her be sad like that.
It's not Palpa.
I won't. Hold on a sec. I'll get it for you.
I rushed off to the convenience store and bought another kind. This time, I picked the one next to the one I'd taken last time. Ah! It wasn't Palpa this time either.
Again! No, thank you.
What do you mean, no thank you? Hold on, thank you. We're on the same boat. This man understands. Like, how many times do you have to go back to get that Palpa?
How about this can?
No, it's not Palpa.
Hey, yo, I just want to make this girl happy.
One more try.
And, like, I think...
Here, open it.
This is like the fucking metal Opa, isn't it? The freaking metal Opa from Steins Gate that Mayuri wanted. That was super rare.
How come you're so tired?
Just open it.
barely able to stand anymore. I watched Nonon over. The man probably went through like everything. I'm so happy. Pola must be so tired.
Finally.
Thank you, Pola. Thank you, Pola. I didn't know that was hard for you. Okay, pull the Palpa for no. That's what it said on my screen. I gotta accomplish it for getting the Palpa. I know it's a show, but oh my god, I'm so happy. I let on the side and sat down right where I stood. Oh, I need a save. That was. Really ecstatic. Nonon looked at the bear-like
Is
figurine.
that thing popular?
Yeah, it's the main character of an anime called Pow Pow Palpa.
I checked the online and found that the anime was made by Phi, a group of created AI.
I watched it a lot with Mommy and Daddy, and I still love it.
Aww.
This was so nice of you, Polly. You really like me a lot, huh?
I like you a lot.
I
I
just
don't
did
know
it
about
because I felt
Polly.
like it.
Alert, alert! Big news!
Alright, let me say this. That was way too hard to I don't want to lose that Palpa progress, you know what I mean? She was real happy. Override it, yes. Alright, now we got a new quest. I don't care about the quest. The quest for me was to make Nonon happy, and she's happy, and that's the biggest quest ever, man.
Cicada posted a second ago. It's a new quest.
Took him long enough.
Alright, he's gonna kill more people. Nice. Hello. We are certain that this
It's actually
time
the
we will
fastest
find a
new
brilliant
quest yet.
individual.
Nearly 2 weeks have passed since the high hack.
Yeah, right.
I guess I lit a fire under the guy.
This is Rainbow. Ideally, there will be no incidents at all, though.
Good to start the analysis?
Hell yeah.
Call me if you need me. I'll help.
Aww.
Thanks.
Sorry, guys. I can't help you this time.
What happened?
Why not?
I got my end of semester tests today.
Okay, you know what? He got his
school.
future ahead of him. Ross and I were just middle school graduates, but Win was a regular high school student. He went to a school in Shijoji. You know what? When you get that education. So that's why it was hard to contact him sometimes.
I need a good score to make Mom and Dad happy.
Aw, go make your mom and dad.
You always try your best to make them proud, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I'll still follow along with the quest as best I can. Can't wait to see you work your magic.
I won't disappoint.
Back to Momo.
What? A new hint already?
Is this Sleeping Beauty? Is this a hint to Lucia? Because I feel like they were frozen, right? Or they weren't frozen, but wait. No. Think about it. The three, like the Jacinta, Francisco, and Lucia were from like back in like is it the 1700s or something? So like, how did the people preserve their body to the 2000s? Like, did they just like dig up? Because by the time like their remains would be skeletons, right? Or like could they even just extract the DNA from the skeletons to make them into the AI? Because like how did they transfer the memory, you know? I don't know.
If I can just figure out the relationship
Would
between
they
the
freeze
image
them?
and the
You know what I
color, I should make it to the next one.
No way.
Cicada anticipated every move.
Similar problems are happening elsewhere too.
What the hell's going on? The entire world panicking! Reporting to us live from Tokyo Station.
Oh no. Is that in Shinjuku?
You manipulative.
What is going on?
Consider it a win. Let's go help! We can't just stay here.
I know not a Momo's. Oh, the shooting? Alright, you know how we got her like flashbacks or like visions during the plane hijacking thing? She's getting visions again, so that might have been like what happens if you don't change fate, which sounds like someone's getting shot, which is no good.
Just like with Hi-Hack.
Few hours has passed since Cicada's new post. We were analyzing it over lunch. I had donuts with 7 cup for breakfast and lunch, but whatever. You could eat donuts with one hand and sugar in them would have made your brain work faster. What hacker wouldn't love donuts? Not to mention they're tasty as hell. I get that because sometimes like when I'm at work, I'm like just freaking running around and I'm like tired and I'm like, I need a really sweet beverage to boost my energy because I'm so tired.
What's the flickering all about?
The analysis was going pretty well thanks to the Slash hackers, and when we were just checking the image, we got linked by someone named Snow White. The hint should be somewhere in the starry sky, so...
Look,
4chan's do work.
But they only just found this.
The flickering was in Morse code that provided a conversion key for the image's URL.
Wow.
And they used that key to get this.
Morse code from flickering. I mean, okay, that makes sense. So, damn it, the hackers were so far ahead of me.
What's the metadata like?
Checked, but I didn't find anything useful. I'm using an AI to analyze the image itself for other hints.
I guess I'll try colorizing it then.
These are fairy tales, right? Is it Cinderella, Aladdin, Little Mermaid, I think? And is this Puss in the Boots? Photo is monochrome, so that seemed like a decent idea. Colorizing it didn't help much. Maybe a different algorithm would get results. It changed some views, but again, useful.
The more I look at this photo, the weirder it gets. The angle, the perspective, it's all wrong.
Yeah, you're supposed to center the subject.
It was pretty funny to think that this godlike hacker couldn't take the photo to save his life. What if these photos are from security cameras? Wait, no, why would you have a security camera at the beach? Or, yeah, never mind.
Hold on.
As I stared at the photo, I noticed something was off.
Wait, could this be...
You figured something out?
Yeah, about this god-awful photo. Maybe the angle and the shitty composition are like that because the photo wasn't taken by a person.
You mean...
This could be an image from a surveillance camera's feed.
Isn't that what I just said? But why the fuck would there be a surveillance camera pointing at a rock? Unless it was like zoomed in, but...
Maybe we're supposed to go to the place in the photo.
I ran an image search, but there were too many similar photos to pin the place down. I could add more search criteria. Art gallery and museum might fit, but honestly, those seem way too obvious for Cicada.
This magic lamp looks kind of cheap. Old, too.
Yeah, it's like a toy. Although, it might just look that way because it's monochrome.
Not the kind of thing you'd want to display. Maybe it's a prop from some theme park? A real low-budget one?
I'll include that in the search.
Yeah, add Japan, too.
How do you know it's here?
I'm just thinking that if it's in another country, we won't be able to get there right away. We can try other tags after the...
Nothing. No hits.
Damn, that was fast. And here I thought I was on the right track.
Let's try some other search criteria.
What other places besides theme parks that have magic lamps? I don't know, like those magic card shops? I don't know, like magic shops or like tarot reading card
What about
shops?
concept cafes and stuff?
I felt like those places would use props to set the mood. Slightly cheap ones, but still.
Good idea.
There are way more concept cafes than theme parks in Japan, but I like our odds, even if we've got a major hunt on our hands.
Still got Incarnation on your mind?
Huh?
That was a concept cafe too, right?
You
like, I'm so
dumbass, it's got
traumatized
nothing
from
to do with that. And, holy shit, why'd you have to remind me?
He's like, just wanna
Concept
forget
cafes in
about it,
Japan seems like
exactly.
a good place to start. Okay, let's split the work and start the search.
All right.
Hold on, check this out.
You already found it?
You had the right idea.
Where is it?
A restaurant called Jin. I'll send you the address.
So it's in Mid-City.
It was 20 minutes away by Grapefruit.
I'm heading out. Back me up.
Huh?
Discoded? A man who can't log in? Is that me?
What's going on here?
Periscope. That was the
Unlock.
thing.
You are not a registered user.
I think I know what this is. This is when, I think this is the incident when like everybody's locked out of their system or something, and like because in Momo's vision you see like an X over all those people's heads, right? So like, does that mean like a mass dysfunction of these like technologies and stuff?
What? But I live here. Unlock.
You are not a registered user.
Open up.
Warning. Unlawful intrusion is a crime. Please step away from the door immediately.
Damn it, just unlock it!
Oh.
Error. Shutting down self-driving mechanism. Ferris verification failed. Please try
again. Yeah, see, I feel like I've seen something like this, like a mass shutdown of like devices.
What? But I did it when I got in. Just take me to the destination.
Error. Ferris
they're so
verification
annoying.
Failed. Weird. I'll check the settings. Pull over at the side of the road.
Error. Suspected robbery. Calling police services.
Hey, yo.
Hey! Do the verification again! I'm the owner!
Oh, yo, that's mass panicking.
Traffic jam? You've got to be kidding.
If this was a Tokyo Metropolitan Expressway or something, I get it. But normal roads like this never got backed
Did
up.
some dumbass switch to manual and crash?
Or maybe the army set up another blockade? Threading the needle between the cars, I drove towards Jin. I couldn't help noticing a load of cars parked in weird places. Just looking ahead, I spotted three
Did they
right in the
break
road.
down?
Or were the drivers pulling some cheap pranks? Well, whatever, I could still get past them.
Hey, Takaoka, everyone's getting flooded with errors. Are you keeping dry out there?
Are the errors messing with the quest? Oh my god, I hope this
Wait,
paper didn't shut
didn't
down.
you have some tests to do?
They're all postponed. Something about verification errors making it impossible to link student info and answer data.
No.
Oh, and I got a verification error when I tried to pay at the school store. I can't even buy lunch.
That sucks.
It's a big deal. Check the internet.
Discoded.
This seems
Discord,
wild.
I love that. I was so focused on the quest, I hadn't noticed things that things have gone so out of hand. This is all related to the trouble Nonon had this morning. It meant that the PIC OS server connection error issue was still an issue. Connection errors are pretty rare to begin with. If this one had lasted hours, something somewhere must have gone way up here. Is that why the cars back there had stopped?
Don't get distracted. The quest is more important. The odds are stacked against you, but I know you can set things right. Don't let those errors get in your way.
Don't worry, I got this.
I saw something strange at the edge of my vision. Nah, another road sign.
What's that?
Yeah, that's the thing that Momo saw in her vision. Along the sidewalk were people with weird marks on their faces. I ran an image search but got nothing. Also,
why are there so many?
it wasn't just one or two people with the marks. They were on the faces of basically everyone I could see.
What the hell's going on?
Hold up. See, if you turn off the BMI, You can see them, so...
Cross, I'm seeing some weird shit out here.
I know, and already reached the internet. It looks like someone modified the BMI profile display error.
So they took advantage of the PictOS server connection issues?
Seems that way. Similar problems are happening elsewhere too.
Like?
Some regional banks were hacked.
Oh no.
Apparently, the account details and balances were changed.
Oh no. That would be horrible. I mean, like, if my balance went up by like a couple $100,000, like $1 million, you know, I wouldn't mind, but if we went the other direction, yeah, it's problems.
I don't believe you. No one can get past the blockchain.
The banking blockchain had been connected to the QCDCs a few years ago and hadn't been breached a single time since. Even hackers had a grudging respect for its security. At noon today, the 14th Chiba Honmakuri Bank and several other banks in various parts of Japan had suffered a cyber attack. This was discovered after many clients complained about unexpected changes in their account balances and in some cases account holder names. Targeted banks have subsequently halted all transactions and will perform system recovery upon confirmation of their blockchain state of integrity. The banks known to have affected are Oga Minami, Kobe Minato, Satsuma, and Honmakari. Each of these banks announced that they would establish a support device for the employees related to the cyber taboo? Like Yahoo? Taboo? That's funny.
Just found some new details on 4chan. You're right. Apparently they altered the values only on the surface level. The actual assets haven't been touched.
Okay,
I knew it.
Looks like some posters on a dark web message board decided to use the opportunity to mess with the banks.
Man, you gotta be some asshole to get a kick out of messing with people like that.
Yeah, imagine
sure
the
get a
heart
kick
attack
out of me,
people
right in the
get,
ass.
like you log in the bank account, like all my money's gone. I only have $4. They sure get a kick out of me. I'm not gonna imagine you had $4 in your bank account and they changed it and it says like you had 700,000 in your bank account. You'll be like, what? Wait, that was this number. You actually didn't have that money in the bank. I would be so sad. That'd be messed up.
I bet things will only get worse from here. There's no telling what else is gonna happen before the servers are fixed.
Careful out there.
Jin should be right around here.
Follow the map to the area. That was when I saw 3 black SUVs in the distance. Was this some kind of VIP convoy? The SUVs were moving in a single file, and I could see inside through the...
Smells like trouble.
Oof. I was wary, but that didn't stop me from riding down the street. They come from, like, I was on autopilot. When I reached the end, I found the place with a sign that read Jin. What are those limos or something? Mad sussy. Oh, this was in Momo's vision. I saw the magic lamp from the photo the moment I stepped inside Jin. And there was the security camera in the corner. Cicada must have hacked into it to get the photo.
I found it, and I'm the first here too.
Nice. That's a good sign. By the way, they found the glass slipper in the US just now.
Don't rain on my parade like that.
I'm just sharing quest info with you. See any hints there?
I'll take a look.
The lamp was small enough that I could carry it in my hands. It was golden, but it wasn't decorated or anything. So it was nothing fancy.
Damn, it really is cheap.
How's the backside?
Oh, I see something.
You think they put real gold out and displayed in the open with no security system? Hold on, what do you think this is? It was a strange pattern. It felt like a soft plastic to the touch, and it was a familiar
Rig
texture.
mesh.
Where have I heard that before? It was the same material Win used for his input device. Rig meshes usually had touch-activated commands registered to them, so this thing probably had some sort of command programmed into
I guess I'll try rubbing it.
How else would you activate a magic lamp exactly?
Oh, genie of the lamp! Fulfill my wish!
Whoa! What? Hey, yo? I jumped back in surprise as it suddenly released a puff of smoke.
What is this?
What? Okay. Figure of diamonds, 22 out of 21.
Looks like a laser projector image. just on the smoke.
Are you gonna share this info, Poan? Also, what happens if I turn off BMI?
A 3-card and a date? No, that's not it. The number changed. No clue what it means, though.
Number 51 seemed important, but what did it refer to?
No way.
Huh?
What is it?
A hacker on 4chan is saying that JB Morgan is under attack. It's just
JB
one poster,
Morgan.
so I can't verify the details.
JB Morgan? Well, that's a US megabank, right? Why even try attacking it? It's not like you'd get through the blockchain.
Megabanks and regional banks alike were linked to QCDCs, and no QCDC has ever been hacked. Do people assume they were
But the number we got from Cicada's puzzle is 51. He might be launching a 51% attack on the blockchain.
What's a 51% attack? The type of cyber attack meant to alter blockchain records. It allows fake transactions to be recorded as true, and blockchain developers are constantly thinking of ways to counter it. So that was in 23 out of 51%.
All right, let's look into JB Morgan.
Before that, though, we should figure out what the 3 of diamonds meant.
Yeah.
The hint found with the US's glass slipper was a jack of spades. Spades represent swords, and JB Morgan's logo is a sword.
You think other banks are being targeted too?
It's very likely.
If the US hint led to a UX bank, did the 3 of diamonds refer to a bank here in Japan? What Japanese megabanks were there?
Mitsubishi.
Mitsu meant 3 and Bishi character meant rhombus, and rhombuses are shaped like diamonds.
Is it the Tokyo Mitsubishi Bank?
That's one of the biggest in Japan.
I'll try calling them.
Hold it. That'd be a waste of time. Banks value their customers' trust. There's no way they'd admit they've been compromised.
Good point. Wait, in that case...
Oz, you know any bankers?
You short on funds or something?
No, I want to find out if the Tokyo Mitsubishi
faith in
Bank is being hacked. There's no way they'd tell me if I asked them, right?
What's your source for that info?
A quest hint. There's also rumors that the JB Morgan Bank in America is being attacked too.
That's gotta be bullshit. They spent years testing and upgrading their current security. I heard not even them wizardly hackers could breach it.
I know that much.
But you still want to confirm it, huh? Info ain't cheap, you know.
Oh,
in that case, I can load for your sake.
Man, is this kid even listening to himself? All right. Since it's a cyber crime, I'll check with Kaoru. Wait until I got something.
I kind of strong-armed the guy into helping me out, but...
Do you really think it's possible?
The experts are saying it isn't.
What's happening now is the equivalent of graffiti being sprayed onto a vault. The actual contents of the vault are untouched.
What's this about?
They're talking about the changes to the bank account names and balances.
Blockchain technology has improved every year since its appearance in 2009, and the security it provides is considered second to none now. When linked to QCDCs, the blockchain is immensely powerful. No hacker would be able to break through it.
That's what I think too.
I figured blockchains were safe too. The ones backed by QCDCs were pretty much unhackable, and the banks were still unaffected. If Cicada was actually planning to attack Tokyo Mitsubishi, I couldn't even imagine how he was going to bypass
Cross,
security.
how about we review how blockchains work? Maybe it'll trigger something that could help us with the quest.
I was actually compiling materials just now.
That's my guy.
In a blockchain, the records of any transaction in the network are stored in blocks, and each block is protected by a hash. The hash of a block is based on the data stored inside, so every block has a very different hash.
So you can tell when the data inside a block has been tampered with because there'll be some kind of discrepancy in the hash, right?
Yeah, and since a hash also includes the hash of the previous block, if even one block is tampered with,
the loss in consistency between the blocks will give it away.
So the blocks are connected, like a chain.
If there were other mechanisms involved, this is basically how blockchain.
Kaoru wants to talk to you.
Oh.
Huh?
I'm adding him.
Before I could respond, we were talking to the chief of the CCO.
Takaoka Yumikawa. I'm Kaoru Samezu from the CCO.
Oh.
We're out of time, so I'm gonna get right to the point. Tokyo Mitsubishi Bank has been under attack for about 40 minutes now, and parts of its blockchain have already been rewritten.
Oh no.
You can't be serious.
I wish I was joking, but it's the truth.
How is Cicada doing it?
He's forking the chain.
Forking it?
As you're aware, creating new blocks in the blockchain requires immense amounts of computation, commonly known as mining. Mining is done by volunteers around the world, and they're compensated for it. When the mining is a simultaneous effort, the chain gets forked.
Knowing how the blockchain works, that makes sense. How are forks handled, though?
They're narrowed down to just one. The longest fork is the one that's chosen, and it doesn't matter what's inside its blocks.
So Cicada's tampering with the forks to expand them.
But to do that, you need to get past the countermeasures.
And you need to be qualified to mine for a bank. Proof of stake. It's a system in which only those with assets can participate, and mining is prioritized by the amount of assets. Malicious mining doesn't usually work since the bank itself has the most assets. However, Cicada is slowly wearing down that means of defense.
How the hell is he doing that?
By massively increasing the assets of one particular account. It seems simple, but trying this on a bank with over 300 trillion yen in total assets is simply unthinkable.
Holy shit.
Mr. Samezu, do you know where Cicada's getting the funds for this?
He is most likely using the Pict OS.
Pict?
That wasn't the first time I heard that OS mentioned today, but I didn't expect it to come up again until now. I had a bad feeling about
You
this.
can save your personal info in the Pict OS servers, then link your info to various services, including your bank account.
Oh.
Wait, you mean...
A chill ran down my spine as everything finally clicked.
Cicada was behind the verification errors?
I thought it was just a connection problem, but even that was part of the quest.
He brought down the Pict OS so he could attack the megabanks? What the hell?
Seriously, even an attack on the servers is completely unheard of.
He took on a company with 90% of the global share. He'd spent so much money securing their servers, but Cicada still managed to hack them.
Cicada is using the personal info stored on the servers to transfer the money to a single account.
Oh, what?
His mining will get
wild.
priority when he holds 51% of the total assets. He's attacking branches
crazy.
one by one, and some have already fallen.
Oh no.
A 51% attack using proof of stake.
So many people are losing all their life savings, yo. The laser projecting was now displayed 26 out of 51. I see, so when it hits 51 out of 51, that means he had like over a majority of the share rate.
So this is counting up towards the percentage needed
not
to complete the
good.
attack on Tokyo Mitsubishi.
Is the main ledger still safe?
Is that different from a distributed ledger?
Megabanks have 3 types of ledgers. Distributed ledgers for the customers, branch
ledgers for each branch, and the main ledger that compiles the info of every other ledger.
The main ledger has a wired connection to a QCDC. And if the ledger's ever hacked, it's designed to borrow the QCDC's processing power to deal with it. But in the worst case scenario, when even the QCDC's overwhelmed, the main ledger is separated from the others to preserve the correct records.
So if the main ledger hasn't been compromised yet, we can focus on protecting it.
Let me guess. Too late for that?
Tokyo Mitsubishi Bank's security system uses the Pict OS, and it had stopped responding to all commands when the server was attacked. Cicada anticipated every move.
If we can't use the ledger, I guess all we can do is stop the attack itself.
We had a few hours left for that. I opened 4chans to see how things were going outside of Japan. Okay, well, I think this is a good point to stop for today. And yeah, we can go back and continue finishing this quest on the bank attacks next time. So thank y'all for watching. I'll catch y'all next time.